Can I tell my old Chris D'Elia story?
Okay.
Yeah.
The year was 2012.
Okay.
I'm living in Long Beach.
Okay.
There's a girl. She's, I don't want to give like too much descriptive information because I don't want, to keep this vague, but she was like pretty hot.
Okay.
She's got like 100,000 followers, which at that time is a big deal, right?
Right.
2012. I'm hanging out with her and banging her. Thank you. I go to her house one night. We're kicking it on the couch. We're smoking weed. We're watching TV, whatever. Chris D'Elia comes on the TV. She feels the need to tell me, yeah, I've had sex with him. She's bragging in my presence about having had sex with him. I'm nobody at the time. Chris D'Elia is already famous. And it didn't like bother me, but it definitely like set it in stone for me for a moment there of like, oh, this bitch is hot. She's fucked guys with
That's
money
hilarious.
and fame that
and big
I
guys.
don't have. And I don't know if up till that point in my life, I had ever fucked a girl who even had like enough status to have had sex with a successful comedian. Because prior to that, I'm kind of like new on the West Coast at this point. So like celebrity is kind of hard to come by when you're living in New Hampshire.
But 2012, was Chris that big back then?
I was already on TV and stuff. Yeah, I had 2 specials, maybe, or one or 2 specials.
Damn, you got good fast, dude. Sorry to take away from the sex story.
It happened quick, yeah, but that's hilarious. But now, I would argue, bro, you're that guy.
Yeah, you're that guy. I don't know. I just like, I've always kind of kept that memory in my mind because
funny.
I remember in that moment, even though I did not have any sort of like claim to her vagina at all, she could be the biggest fucking whore in the world. Doesn't matter. I still would have fucked her. The fact that I knew that in that moment made me feel like I at least had a chance in life.
Yes.
That's hilarious.
You were on his level.
Well, you know
For
what?
that moment.
I'm
For
glad
that
I could provide that for you. That confidence boost.
But even like a girl who lives in Long Beach.
Yeah.
And a famous comedian who performs in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
I mean, I know Long Beach is like 35 minutes on the highway away from us right now, but it's like, Long Beach is like Wisconsin compared to LA out here. Right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, to her, it felt like it was probably like a pretty big deal at the time as well.
Yeah.
Like she was stoked on herself.
I mean, Chris is a good-looking guy.
I'm all right, bro. The looks, they go downhill, It's like I try to work out. I try to keep it cool, but it's like, you see some angles sometimes and you're like, all right, I'm going to be the old guy now, I guess, You feel, you're not, well, we're the same age.
40.
Huh? Oh, you're 40. Okay, I'm 43.
Okay. And
I'm 34.
okay.
Yeah.
See, you've got a lot of vitality left in you.
Yeah, and
that
also,
we don't have.
it's been only 7 years since you did the double penetration.
You start aging fast after DP, though, Chris.
It has that effect, yeah.
It's like losing a child.
Oh, man.
It just takes the soul out of you. I did, Chris. Maybe like my obsession with big cocks.
It's like losing a child.
My obsession with big cocks, that same guy, I double thought, he had like a big cock, which is not a great guy to like choose as your like double team partner.
Except for it feels better for you, probably.
Fuck you, dude. Fuck you, dude.
Let's see what Dave's doing.
What if he had flipped the script on you partway through?
With the guy I was double teaming
And
with?
it turned out it was a different kind of threesome and he just shoved his dick in your mouth. Would you have killed the whole vibe and just been like, no? Or would you have rolled with it and been like, as long as I'm doing this, I'll suck a little dick too?
The best part would be if that guy came out of the closet during it, and like you were having sex. He was under her, she was on top of her. You're over her, and then he just goes like this. He goes like this. Hey, bro, I'm gay. That would be. Then that dude is my hero. Guess what? I'm gay. You f***ed a gay guy.
I love D'Elia, dude. But D'Elia is one of the GOAT podcasters. I've been saying that forever, dude.
Thank you.
He's the best, dude.
I like to be silly and have a good time. I don't know.
He's the best, dude. Put on Chris D'Elia podcast highlights if you just want to have a great afternoon, or listen to his one-man podcast. It's great. But that guy and I in San Francisco once, this chick that I kind of liked, her and I were hooking up in a hotel room in the Marina District, which is like the degenerate get pussy part of San Francisco. And I'm hooking up with her. Him and I already have this relationship of like sharing chicks all the time. And against my better judgment, I kind of like invite him in on it because he's perked up like a dog watching us from the other bed, clearly wants a piece. But I like this girl. She was like half Japanese. My Chris fucking raises an eyebrow.
Mind of its own.
Dude, half Japanese is like that's like
kryptonite.
What's caviar?
Kryptonite.
It's kryptonite caviar.
Got it.
God damn, you have Japanese girls.
Yeah, Weezer, as Rivers Cuomo said.
Yeah.
But
Very problematic song, I've heard.
Oh, probably.
They've tried to change the script about that song.
there are a couple, and then
It's a little creepy now.
across the sea, that one's got like Rivers Cuomo put out a very very autobiographical album. We're
I'm
getting off
totally
topic.
on the other side of things with that, for the record. I really like that he was like confessing to being a little odd.
It's dope.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know the song, but
Yeah.
I might know the song, but I don't know the story.
Pinkerton.
You're not indie rock enough, bro.
Yeah, no,
Greatest album of all time.
I'm definitely not.
So, Chris, this might be part of my self-consciousness with my penis, but I'm having sex with her, and like it's going fine, but she's not making a lot of noises or anything. He comes over and she's like a whore, I found out, so she's just immediately down to have sex with him too. He puts it in, and she immediately turns into a performer on Plug Talk.
That's amazing. So you are like, what the fuck?
Dude.
Do I not lay it down?
I was pretty drunk at the time, Chris, and
Okay,
just
thank God.
Immediately sobered up, and it felt like ice was spreading through my insides. Just not a peep when I was in there.
And this is the big guy.
The guy I share women with.
Okay, well, I mean,
He's married now,
That
tragically.
might be why. Because that might be why. Because he's got a big dick, and maybe she was. That's crazy.
It was
though.
pleasurable, though.
But it's not like it's like 6 feet bigger. It's like that's a crazy reaction
Yeah.
difference.
And I don't think women marry men for like their big dicks
No,
for the
they
most
don't.
part.
But I'm saying, but why did she? Maybe she just wanted to impress that guy, and not you.
That's a possibility.
I don't mean to break it to you.
But
like
maybe
that,
it just really felt a lot better than yours.
yeah, true. Sometimes maybe
See, he was like offhandedly calling
Yeah.
me gay, and now you're implying that I have a tiny
you
cock
don't,
that'll
you
never
don't
satisfy
feel
women.
good,
Yeah, exactly.
I just think that like
even in guys.
a lot of adult stars that I've had conversations with have revealed to me that their preferred penis size in terms of a long-term sexual thing would be not the 13 inches.
I could imagine that that's true. And then as a man, if you're with someone who is like, oh, good, I'm with you now. It's 6 inches. I've been with the guys with 13. I'm glad that you're not like that. The guy's like, oh, that's
You're just trying to make me feel
don't
better.
Tell me that. Yeah,
You
yeah.
don't
yeah.
think I would kill for a double
Yeah,
the size
yeah,
of my
yeah.
own right now? Like
Yeah.
the average guy is not going to really believe what they're saying.
But I think you would ask. I think you would, because I think most women, even size queens, I think that they wouldn't want to be with somebody who's that big all the time. I
it's
don't know.
inconvenient.
Yeah.
For the average woman.
So like,
/ painful.
yeah.
So they might let out a yelp. And maybe especially the novelty of it in that
Yeah,
moment, very
yeah.
appealing.
Yeah.
But from what I could tell, the average that they would prefer were probably more in the 6
And-
7 inch region.
Adam would fucking know too, because I think Lena could tell you firsthand like what a giant black feels like.
No, yeah, we've had that conversation. Yeah, and she came back to me and doesn't seem like she's dying for
Still
a big
holding it
black dick.
down.
Yeah, still holding it down. Normal size.
What do you think about that, Chris?
I
Check
think
me
it would
out.
be. I think it would be really impressive if a woman could close her eyes and tell the color of a dick. I think that'd be really just because of like, oh, that's a black one. You know what I mean?
Black ones have a little curve at the end, I feel like.
No, I don't. I think that's generalized. I think you're racist.
A curve. There's all kinds of curves.